And welcome. Alright, so unfortunately this has to now be commentary style because unfortunately DX Tor's kind of been being a bit of a bitch, and I don't know why, but it just is. So yeah, the next 4 episodes are going to be commentary style, which is alright because this will help me talk about my mindset in the game a little bit better than I actually have originally, so who knows. Yeah, I've been trying my damnedest to learn out the ass for this game. And it's very tough for me to do so. Mainly because Claudio has a lot of unsafe shit. A lot of his strings either can get blocked or are not true. Well, in saying so, that means that there are, like, true strings. That they aren't true strings, and it's all, like, the starburst shit. So, I can't get, like, you know, 1-2... 2-1-2 because that's unsafe. Well, it's not unsafe, it's not a true block string, so yeah. And man, it is just tough. But it's also hilarious too, mainly because, like, yeah, I kind of get the idea that Claudio's, you know, hot pick me. Oh, it's one of the best. Can destroy highs, goes over lows, and can counter some mid. Yeah. Said that shit usually just gets you into trouble sometimes, but eh. I mean, if you can assess the situation and catch, you know, when they're gonna make a move and then you hop kick, then yeah, that's good. But a funny thing is, too, is like, people don't mention Claudio's footsie game. Like, the neutral for him, not actually bad. Like, it really isn't. It's fun. Kinda stupid, but it's an alright thing, to say the least. Yeah, it's just like, it's good too because while he doesn't have like a true 50-50 mix-ups and whatnot, he can make people play like a guessing game, especially when running too. Because while running too, I've also mentioned, is a high, and people have been blocking that as of late. So my assumption not only is that they know that it's a high, as I've been like, yo, yeah, you know, all these people fucking playing Claudio's horse shit. I think we're up to like 5 for me, at least, on like Claudio, on like a Claudio mirror match. That's all that is. And I'm thinking I have to play the conditioning game a little bit better. And I hate using that word because my friend used it. Mainly because the reason why I say that is if I can get them to make, you know, if I can force them to duck, then I'm fine. Because I just do forward 3 and it connects. Which means that that forward while running 4, the fucking burning knuckle doesn't get punished, which is really what I need. And also, I can't do instant 2s, which I would love to be able to fucking do, but that just doesn't happen. Well, one of my favorite things about most of these matches is like where these people are in ranks. Like, round 1. Here's a dude with 622 fucking wins at the same Dan as me. At the time. I got fucking... I will ruin that I got D-ranked, but it's in the worst possible way, too. I also had a lot of opportunities to D-rank people as well. Yeah, kinda got it. But I've also been trying to do a lot better with combos. Also, that was a really tight low parry. But anyway, I've been trying to learn a lot of combos, like, from counter hit. It's very hard for me to even get anything for, low parries, because I haven't really gotten to that junction yet to do low parries. But I have been trying to learn how to... Oh, what's the word? Like, I see it from right here, like, I want to say predicament, but that's not even fucking close to the word I'm looking for. It's, oh, what the hell is it? It's supposed to be... whatever the fuck it is. It's just to help me, like, better buttons so I'm not pressing, like, say that I get a counter hit 3, down forward 3. Oh yeah, then I get to fucking, you know, then I get that counter hit. So I'm not gonna do 1-1 and then just fuck up the whole thing. It's gonna let me do, like, 1 and then do back 3 and then do the combo. So, it's like I'm trying... There's like this really crazy combo where it's hop kick into forward 3 screw, and then you move up a little bit, do back 2 for the hand, do forward 1, and then you have to quickly get the knee out or else it won't connect. And I've been doing that, And I've been getting it a couple times. I haven't been consistent with it, but it's been there. Another thing, too, is that I also suck at breaking, fuck is it? Grabs. And also another funny thing, too, is, like, it's very interesting not seeing Jin doing, God Fist and whatnot. And I know that he has one, but I forget how it functions. So, yeah.
Get ready for the next battle.
Because I know it's not like the Mishimas. Definitely not. Kazuya's got one, Hayachi's got one. Thankfully, fucking... The meme that I always like to say, ironically, on screen right now is Kazumi. I don't consider her to be a fucking... I consider her to be, like, the fraudulent Mishima. Not meaning... Not gameplay-wise. Even though she's about as brain-dead as the fucking bears. Which, to be honest, when you find a combo that's just so as ridiculous as, like, 4 buttons, it's literally what fucking Kazumi has. There's a combo, I think it's up 3-4, up forward 3-4. Also, I don't know why the fuck the background glitches like that. It's always the stage. But it's like it's like up forward 3-4, and then you just like do the same move over again, and it's like, what is it, like 60 damage? And it's like, it's fucking good. And another annoying thing, which is with this fight, is, like, I know how Kazumi fights. I also know that a lot of her good fucking buttons are also mids, and she has a 3-sweep blow, which is what that was. I got caught by it. And what's annoying, too, is, like, my fucking friend plays Kazumi at the ass. So, you think I should be able to do this well enough where I'm like, yeah, I can fight this fight. Nope, wrong, I don't fucking win. And it sucks. So, yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
But he plays all, like, fucking... As the meme goes, all the Unga Bunga characters. Which is, like, Paul... King. Which is weird to say, because King is just, like, you just gotta spam 1-2s, and that's it. It's like, those are the only buttons you never use 3-4, you just use 1-2. And it's like, oh, well, loading death crit. It's like, 1-2, that's all you need to do. You have to time it, but yeah. But another thing that sucked too during this fight was just like eating all the fucking rages. And then just getting screwed, because it's like I want to be able to fight this character. Because I really, really... If there's ever like one character I would just love to dismiss from this game, it's Kazumi. Because to be quite honest, none of the new blood is up there in top 8. Yeah, there was like one Kazumi and then just got fucked up by Dragunov, I believe. Was it? Yeah, I think it was a Drag... Or was it... No, it was Steve. That's what it was. It was a Steve fight. And it was like... The game was just like fucking ridiculous. Then it ended up being, I think it was Dragunov versus Jack 7. A lot of people are just like, well, Jack shit. Yeah, Jack shit on that one. Dude fucking just is able to just get in... almost consistently in top 8. And it's always been Jack 7, and it's just like, god damn. Another thing that always sucked too for me in this fight was like dealing with pressure and getting, you know, the golden potato against you sucks. And having someone like this, like, yeah, I hate to be the guy that always is like, well, we're gonna fucking, you know, treat every other dam below a certain rank like, no, they're just all trash no matter what. You think you're good? Not you're trash. And I hate that because we were all like that at one point. We were all shit. No doubt about that. And it pisses me off because it's like, these people, oh, you know, they're always crying wolf about fucking, you know, oh, just spamming buttons, you know, just like doing that shit, you know, just hitting random buttons, blah, 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 just, you know, fucking all that jazz. And it's like, well, you gotta fucking either A, learn how to deal with them, or, you know, keep bitching. I know I do my fair share, you know, of bitching, but in all honesty, I need to, like, fucking lab a lot of these characters. Mainly Dragunov, Paul definitely. Some Harwongs. Fuck it else is there. Not Eddie, because I haven't really faced off against one yet. Though, that fucking Eddie fight versus Heihachi was the tits. And being able to say, like, oh yeah, you know, here's the noob killer. Fuck no, dude. That dude was... Losers top 8? Losers semi? I'm trying to think where the hell he was. And that fight against Heihachi was just so beautiful. Like, if there was ever a character I would ever want to, like, play as, Heihachi. Yeah, just dismiss Eddie Gordo like a motherfucker. But it's like, it's always been like that. My brother wanted to learn fucking capoeira. Which was Eddie Gordo shit. And I'm trying to remember the fucking movie that was about capoeira. And it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Which is kind of funny to say, and it's just like, oh yeah. One of my personal favorites, if there was ever a fighting style that I would love to see in here, Muay Thai. I think that was Bardock. Or, Bardock. Dear. Whoever the fuck, Marduk, that was it. Probably. It was Marduk. Marduk was the one I wanted to see, and then I die here. Because, lol. But yeah, Marduk was like a really cool character. I don't think he was, Muay Thai. I forget what the fuck he actually was. He was another fighting style. I really wish, though. But then again, it's just like, well, Sagat's gone. He was out of the storyline. And then my buddy was a bit... Here we are talking about Street Fighter fucking Tekken. To be quite honest, like, the only reason why it's hilarious to me, because it was like Ed's in there, and it's like, oh yeah, he's the protege of... that's the fucking combo. Just, those two buttons dealt that much damage. And then I just get fucking demoted because of just... a fucking Down syndrome tiger looking motherfucker. I forget the name of that tiger. The white tiger that actually had Down syndrome. But that's what those fucking tigers look like. And just getting hit down to brawlers is like the worst. Especially to like Kazumi's, because it's just awful. It's fucking awful. Alright, going back to the fucking Street Fighter thing, because it's hilarious. My buddy didn't want another fucking protege character like Ed, because it's Balrog's dude. But to be quite honest, it's like... we're not gonna get that. I mean, we have Sim, we have Dulcim. We may not get another character like that, but it would be honestly, it would be the greatest thing to actually have. You know, a protege to Sagat. Hell, it would be even more hilarious if there was a protege to fucking Adon. That may not happen, but hey. Yeah, it's all about the tigers. Also, another funny thing about this fucking fight is just like, weirdest thing is watching an Eddie Gordo fucking wave dashing and all that shit, just fucking Korean back dashing, and it's just like, it's just like fucking playing DDR, Jesus Christ. But it's kind of hilarious too. That was the thing about it, like always being the, you know, the hell is it, the fucking, the noob killer, essentially, who is Eddie Gordo. A lot of his shit actually is pretty hard, considering what like strings you have to do and how you have to lead into it. Because I mentioned it before that I used to play Jayu. I'll bet shit, to be quite honest. And her strings actually are kind of tough because you have to understand like when you're going to be back turned and when you're going to have to go into Arc Phoenix. Lily's like that too, but a little less lenient. You get your status quo shit, like, oh god, what the hell is it? I can't think of the name of the fucking quarter. It's whatever the hell the quarter circle is. And you get like 3-4, 2-1, 1-2, shit like that. And like a lot of her combos revolve around just doing forward 3? Yeah, I think it's forward 3, where you kind of just do like the fucking flying kick, and you hold forward and you go into the stance, and then you go into doing from there. I think it's 3-4. No, excuse me, 3. Wait, did I say 3-4? Yeah, 3-4. Never mind. I was thinking 4-3. That's wrong. No, it was 3-4, and you do that string, and it's like really fucking good. And it's hilarious because if you have it the right way, I think if you do it just right, you get another 1F off of it. But I think you have to do 2-1 because you can't do the same combo again because like the scaling becomes shite. Which in all honesty is hilarious. But if there's ever one good feeling, is denying people promotions. What also hurts too, but kind of feels alright at the same time, depending on how the match goes, is, you know, giving someone a promotion. if it's like to 5, like if it goes to final round of the promotion, that's cool too. One of the cool things though is always getting the fucking de-promotion matches, which is where you have both a promotion and a demotion match. I'm waiting for the day where we get double promotion matches, where it's like both players have the opportunity to fucking promote. It may not happen because, like... Actually, no, it could. Because if it's a new match, not off of, like, revenge matches, where it's like the new guy comes in and it's like both promotion matches, yeah, I think that would be cool. What would suck horribly, though, depending on how it would go, and I think it's kind of impossible to do it, would be having a match as soon as you're like, if you lose a promotion match, your ass just gets fucking demoted. And yeah, I always forget how that the matches go. I think he had to be new because it was 39 on Grandmaster. Only because it's possible that what the hell is it? Because when I got up to the greens, it bumped everyone up to first stand, and I think if you are 13th Dan, I don't know which one it is, because I think it's, no, it's not Vanguard, because, oh god, I can see it from here, but it's like, I think Overloaded was 14th Dan, and if you're near like the orange ranks, then I think you get bumped up to Initiate? I want to say there has to be 4 rankings of blue. That was another thing that sucked too. It was like, I had it. No, I didn't. I was out of fucking range for that hop kick.
Round 4. Fight.
Though I will say that I have slowly been making lab progress. I now have a really interesting fucking Rage Drive combo for Claudio. And it's pretty good too, because what you do is that when you do the back 4-2 and then the forward, which I didn't realize, you had to do that immediately. Like, as soon as you like even get the fucking 4-2 into there, you have to just hit forward. Because in order for this fucking combo to work, you have to be you have to be just like ready to fucking go. Because you have to do forward 3 as soon as you fucking get out of it. And it's just... And it's a really fucking cool combo too, but... Another weird thing I noticed while actually learning like fucking combos, because I've learned some interesting ones, but it's also baffling me that a lot of these combos are ending up being like forward 2 and then back 4-2. Oh yeah, this one kind of sucked. Not in the worst way, but kind of sucked. It's a Mishima for one. It's Heihachi 2.
Round 1.
I think it was an alright, like, Mishima, too. But I don't know about the, what the hell is it? Because there's been, like, rumors going around about, like, kids using, also, yeah, I have to find better combos for that. There's, like, 2. One's super tight to fucking do, like, a forward. It's either, like, dash. And, this one work? Oh yeah, it did. I was amazed that worked too. Like, so I was like, yeah, no, this is gonna drop, and then bam, connects. I'm like, the fuck? I have to learn how that combo works too. But I was like, I had to like condition him to do something, because it was like really hard to see like what he was gonna do, what anyone was gonna do. But anyway, going back to the fucking thing I was talking about, like, they have this, like, fucking macro on PC that allows them to do, like, instant electric god... oh, god damn it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be instant electric god win. Hold on. Whatever the hell EGWF is. Which I think is electric god wind fist. And they're instantly able to do it. And there have been times where I'm, like, very suspicious of players, like, doing it, too, because if they, like, instantly have it, like a fucking macro, because I've seen a bunch of players, like, it's hard to tell when, you know, or who has it, or, you know, where the hell they all of a sudden, like, start doing shit like, what the hell is it, Korean wave dashes in front of you. Like, I've noticed this, too, during one of my fights in, like, low bracket, like, silvers. Like, I've noticed. This I could tell this guy wasn't, Mainly because A, he was 16 wins from Grandmaster, which means he had to be in the oranges. And he was doing it, like, yeah, okay, it was consistent. Like, that's already enough question as is. But, you know, it's like, he had the combos down, so I can't tell whether or not it was good or bad. But, you know, like, a lot of that shit, too, is just... So, yeah, I mean, like, there have been times where I'm, like, raised suspicion... oh, excuse me. Like, raised suspicion on it, but it's hard to really call it out, honestly. I think it is. But I felt comfortable enough where I was like, yeah, I gotta beat this guy. Maybe. I don't know. You know, whatever. It's hard to say yes or no to, but... I always let the intros rock, too. I always do. But hopefully I'm gonna start learning how to, like, really condition myself well enough to, like, fucking do combos, but... It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm hoping to, yeah, because it's like a lot of shit that I had to like learn as well. Mainly like using good footsie tools and shit. Because like the only footsie tool that I've been really like abusing the ever-living fuck out of is goddamn backfoot. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I abuse the shit out of that. Also, I have to learn the hard way as of late. Like, I always used to, like, bitch at people, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, you know, killing someone, like, doing that shit where it's just like, you know, you win and do that. It's a fucking low-tier god shit, but to be quite honest, like, even fucking pros do it as well. Hell, they've even, like, oh, what was the fucking match? Was it Dragunov versus Jack in, like, semifinals? Because I'm trying to remember when it, like, where in the hell, like, the clock, like, time out. I think it was that fight, and they're just like, and they're just fucking teabagging each other just because. And it's like, yeah, I mean, in a more literal sense, like, in that regard, like, I could deal with that. We're gonna be, you know, dicking around. Really fucking damn good thing, but, like, another thing, too, is, like, my Ukemi is shit. Like, I really wish I knew how to get up a lot better. Because it's like, that's one of the things that really fucking holds me back. I don't remember if I was demonstrating something here. Because there have been times where it's just like, I don't know, a lot of the things that I lost voice on was, you know, demonstrating, like, lows. Because one thing that sucks about Claudio is that I have shit lows. Big time. And it's hilarious, too, because he only has... He has Magic 4, but I cannot figure out for the life of me how the fuck you're supposed to use it. Because, like, the combos don't look like they would work. And it's like, do you have to, like... that was the word, microstep?
Round one.
Because it feels like that's what you have to do. Like, you have to take, like, fucking microsteps. I'm not, like, too certain... Also, that was a horrible fucking combo to ever do. I just did 1-2, 1-2, back 2-1, I think it was, and I'm just like... There were better opportunities to do fucking combos. Though I have been actually learning a little bit difference, like, if I don't get the hot kick, but I get, like, the fucking... I don't remember what it was called, Cat Claws. All I know is that... there is a move, like, it's called fucking Claws something, but I don't know if it was Cat Claws, and it's supposed to be a move like that. But... What the hell is it? I thought it was talking about... Whatever. Oh, it was the lows, right. And it's like... Because, also, going back to kind of core, it just makes no sense. Like, you really have to, like, fucking counter it. Or, not counter it, leash. Oh, and another good thing I just learned is how to finally fucking use down to 2 proper. When I get, quote-unquote, Starburst. I've been trying my damnedest to learn that combo as well, because if I press... I don't know if I mentioned this, where it's like, if I press 1 too many times, I do that. Where I just, like, get the fucking, like, backhand, like, weird shit. That'll happen. Also, that was a really fucking... That counter hit was so much in my favor, it was not even funny. Like, that was a move that dealt, like, 48 damage, because Burning Knuckle does 40 as a move. fuck knows how much extra damage you get on counter hit with rage. Like, ugh. But yeah. Another thing that was also hilarious about Rage Drive is that you get a Starburst out of it. I would love to learn like how to do that. Like do Rage Drive, get a screw, and then immediately just go into a fucking Starburst move. It most likely will have to be back 4-3-2, which is a move that a lot of people just seem to not want to fucking block the whole thing. Like, there have been times, I'm trying to remember which episode specifically, where I had them beat because they blocked 4-3, and then all of a sudden just launch in the air and just fucking get a high on them and they just die. And it's like, I know that a lot of people don't fucking play against Claudio, but it's like, the fact that you get like an extra string off like some moves, which is also hilarious too. Yeah, it's also delicious when you do that shit to people.
Round 3.
But this law fight sucked for me because it was like we just traded like 3-0s, and it was like, oh god, and it was like I'm hitting buttons, he's hitting a lot more better buttons than I can at the moment, and it's like. Also, another funny thing too is like the move on its own, like the back 2, just deals like fucking. Back 2 into 4-2 is like 57, but like the numbers between the two are just nothing. So yeah, it's just awful shit. Awful.